You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome. Today, we're pulling together some really fresh insights covering product management, AI, organizational stuff, basically trying to find the crucial takeaways for you, the curious learner out there.
Exactly. We've got a mix today. Everything from how we think about making money with products to why AI projects sometimes stumble, even, how trust works in really complex situations.
Yeah.
Practical stuff you can hopefully use.
Okay, let's jump in. Monetization.
Yeah.
We often just think pricing, right? Put a price tag on it.
Right.
But what we're seeing is it's much more nuanced. Companies are starting to treat almost every new feature like a mini revenue source, defining who it's for, the value, the trade-offs.
Yeah, it's about embedding that thinking into the product decisions themselves, not just an afterthought.
And that connects to this power user paradox idea.
Yes. The super enthusiastic users love them, but
But they can pull you in weird directions, pushing for niche things.
exactly. They have very specific needs, which is great feedback,
Yeah.
but it might not align with, the broader market or your main goals. So you need to engage them, but strategically. Keep the bigger picture in mind.
That makes sense. It's a balancing act. Okay, shifting gears a bit. AI adoption. This seems to be, well, a real sticking point for many.
It really is. And interestingly, the problem often isn't the core AI model, the LLM architecture itself.
Oh, so what is it then?
It's usually the lack of context, user-specific context. Think about your own work. Important info is probably scattered, right? Google Drive, Confluence, Notion, Slack.
Guilty. Yeah, it's everywhere.
Exactly. And the AI needs that context to be truly useful. The good news is we're seeing things like sync APIs emerge, ways for systems to talk better, and permissions APIs to handle access, abstracting away some of that mess.
So the AI can then pull it all together.
Potentially, yes. AI agents using LLMs plus tools, they can evaluate that context, suggest next steps, manage workflows, fix support tickets, bug triage. They can really improve things.
But there's a catch, I assume.
There is. If the underlying software, the design, the process, if it's messy or broken, the AI agent will just amplify that mess. It makes bad systems worse, faster.
Oof. So it forces you to ask, is our foundation actually solid?
Precisely. You can't just slap AI on top of chaos and expect magic.
That idea of amplifying the existing system, good or bad, it really brings us to the human side of things too, doesn't it? Building trust. How do you do that when things are complex?
Well, one key insight is giving users small, manageable choices and really fast feedback. It sounds simple,
It
but
gives them a feeling of control.
exactly.
Yeah.
Simplicity, predictability that builds trust. Think about signing up for something online, that quick confirmation, the little progress bar. It makes you feel like the system is working and reliable.
And that feeling of trust, that links directly to empowerment inside companies, right? Something everyone talks about.
They talk about it, yeah. But true empowerment, it needs more than just, rewarding initiative. It needs real organizational trust, psychological safety that's often promised, but, well, not always delivered.
So how do leaders actually build that, not just say the words?
It's about giving real autonomy. And crucially, backing your people up, especially when things don't go perfectly. It's also about tackling systemic issues head on.
Instead of blaming departments.
Right. Too often, companies see a cross-functional problem, something involving multiple teams, and they kin it on one group. Effective leaders look deeper, they foster open communication, they fix the underlying interconnected problems.
Okay. And related to leadership, what about just personal confidence? Any quick tips there?
Yeah, a few things came up. Presenting evidence clearly, defining objectives up front. But what I liked was tactfully redirecting discussions, when a meeting goes off the rails.
Ah, yes. Gently bringing it back on track without shutting people down. That's a skill.
It is. And on competition, view it as validation. If you have competitors, there's clearly a market. Differentiate, but don't get negative or purely reactive. Stay focused on your own strategy.
Love that. Okay, final, slightly unexpected point, vibe coding. Using AI coding tools.
Right. This was interesting. Using these tools seems to accidentally make people better product managers.
And so?
Because you have to be crystal clear in your instructions to the AI. It forces sharp positioning, precise communication, ruthless prioritizing, even thinking about cost effectiveness, kind of a hidden benefit.
That's fascinating. An unexpected training ground for PM skills. Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. What are the big takeaways for everyone listening?
Well, we've seen monetization is really strategic, not just tactical pricing. Managing those power users, it's definitely a balancing act.
And with AI, the real challenge is often context, not just the model itself. Plus, it'll amplify whatever system you already have, good or bad.
And fundamentally, real empowerment, real progress.
Hmm.
It comes from building that deep organizational trust. Small choices, fast feedback, tackling systemic issues.
So, maybe a final thought to leave people with.
Given how fast everything moves, how complex tech is, maybe the biggest fast win for your own career isn't just the next feature or tool, but actively trying to understand those interconnected, sometimes hidden, systemic issues in your own workplace. What do you think? Something to mull over.
Spoken Tech for your ears.